with you. When I want to go and rest, I take away the front wheel and sleep on it, because if any of you learn how to ride, then my heavenly status will go. But a local brat who's good for nothing took this bicycle with single wheel and started riding it all over the place. Now I'm in trouble. This is happening. The Google lady will recite every scripture that you want. We don't know who the hell she is but she can tell you anything you want, she will tell you the meaning also, interpretations also, yes or no? So, just in many ways, because human beings by themselves did not do it, because people did not do it consciously, I think in many ways the technological developments are going to end. A whole level of nonsensical things that have been happening just because somebody remembers something, somebody can recite something, they were elevated, all this will go. Very good times. But in the meantime, when one level of what we believed collapses, and before you attain to clarity, there is a danger. One thing that's happening is, in the world, heavens are collapsing. 100 years ago, how many people believed they are going to heaven? And today, how many people believe they're going to heaven has come down dramatically, isn't it so? So, is it okay?
Good, yeah. Real good.
This happened in Alabama. Well, a Sunday school teacher was going full fire. This is Alabama, full fire. Unfortunately, the audience were not like you, they were all tiny tots. Catch them young policy. In his rhetoric, he stopped and asked, "What do you have to do to go to heaven?" Little Mary in the front row, she's always in the front row, said, "If I scrub the church floor every Sunday morning, I will go to heaven." Absolutely. Another little girl stood up and said, "If I share 50% of my pocket money with my less privileged friend, I will go to heaven." Correct. Another little boy stood up and said, "If I help those who are in need, I will go to heaven." Correct. Little Tommy in the back bench stood up and said, "You gotta die first." That's a qualification.
Yeah.
You got to die first. So when we die, depending upon your culture, we will either bury you or burn you or cut you and throw you to the birds. Different cultures, depending upon which culture you are, that they will do. Or in other words, this body is a piece of planet that we gathered slowly. It's good you put it back. I heard that Americans these days are not putting it back anymore. They're building a concrete grave and an aluminum casket. Even when you're dead, you don't want to be eco-friendly. What is this? At least when we die, we should put this goddamn body back into the soil.
Absolutely.